Hi, everybody. Today, for art criticism, we are going to reflect on analysis and also define interpretation. There are 4 steps in critiquing any artwork. Step 1 is description. Step 2 is analysis. Step 3 is an interpretation. And step 4 is evaluation or judgment. As a review, we defined analysis as mentally separating the parts or elements of an artwork, thinking in terms of types of textures, shapes and forms, light or dark values or bright or dark colors, types of lines, and other sensory qualities. In this step, we consider the most significant art elements and principles of design that are used in an artwork. In analysis, we ask questions. Is there a subject matter or an art element that is repeated a lot? What is the most dynamic looking feature of this artwork? Is there anything that is being contrasted? Is there a theme or subject matter that dominates the space of an artwork? In our last art criticism session, I asked you to analyze Van Gogh's Starry Night. And here is an analysis of it. Starry Night uses many elements in its structure, such as line, shape, value, color, and texture. The element of line is used in many areas, but mostly in the rotating curves in the sky, which show the line, direction, and thrust. The element of shape is used throughout the painting. It helps us recognize the moon, stars, and difference between the sky and the ground. Starry Night incorporates value by a difference in the lightness and the darkness of the color of each star, making them individual in their own ways. Color is vividly used throughout this artwork. The sky, the tree, and the village are painted in a variety of cool blues, which are contrasted by the sulfur yellows of the moon and the stars. Texture is a dominant feature, predominantly found in the thick layering of directional paint found throughout this entire painting. It seems as though the sky's textural painting is more emphasized than the surrounding village and tree below. So how did you do on your analysis of Van Gogh's Starry Night? Our next step in art criticism is interpretation. Interpretation is defined as seeking to explain the meaning of a work based on what you've learned so far about the artwork. It is what you think the artist was trying to say. For interpretation, you will have to think like a translator of a visual language, a detective of a crime scene, a scientist looking at the materials that the artist was trying to express through, and an archaeologist examining the physical layers upon layers of human life. So in interpretation, what is happening in your artwork is more than storytelling. You will need to find the metaphor or allegory in the work, if there is one. You will be trying to find out what that artist is trying to communicate. You will use your intelligence and imagination and courage to explain and tell the meaning of the work. But this has got to be based upon facts that you have observed and your own life experiences. You can express your feelings, but they must be backed up by observations that you have made about the work. The piece that I would like you to do an interpretation on is an artwork done by the artist Giorgio de Chirico. Its title is The Mystery and Melancholy of the Street. This was painted in 1914. Take a look at this picture. I want you to think about what this artist is trying to say. What is the story that this artist is trying to tell you? And I would like you to create an interpretation for this artwork. So look for an upcoming Google Classroom assignment entitled Interpretation. Thanks, and have a good night.